We're on! It's the art department with the trifecta of strawberry blonde evil. Here's one. Here's two. Where's three? Where's three? There you go. The trifecta of evil. This child is way too big to be sitting on my lap. Hold on. Oh, you alright, Saya? Alright, welcome everybody. We are going early tonight because, Saya, that's enough. Because Little Miss has... Ow! Okay, Saya, stop. Off. You're hurting me. Oh my gosh.
This is how it goes.
Because Little Miss has not been awake for any of our art departments. Okay, stop. So we are trying here. You're welcome. I'm glad you guys are getting your packages. I love that you guys are all excited about it. I gotta put my cards somewhere so I know what I'm doing here. I can't see anybody because, yeah. This is the little, and the little, and the little, and it's the trifecta of evil. Yes, that's right. Giambalo's the good one. Okay, Saya, move. Let him sit down on the seat. Move. Get down. Let's do a little rearranging so that Mommy's not broken by the end of this. Okay, we're trying to keep Zeke away from cupcakes, so he's joining us today. All right, sit on his lap.
Fine.
Because my lap hurts, and if you sit on his, he won't care. Great. Do you remember what I said we were going to paint today?
Yeah.
What? What are they called? You gotta, if you want to show them, you gotta stick it this way. Ether beasts. All right, which you want to paint him, or do you want to paint one of these guys? Okay.
This is what they look like.
Yeah, that's what they look like. Ether beasts.
These are ether wet.
Those are ether whales. Good job. Here's a paintbrush. So, yeah, we're coming early because the art department mini, apparently, Saya, you need to calm it down or go elsewhere. Apparently can't stay up late enough to do the art department anymore. You know, school will do that to you. Yeah, I know it's so hard with school. Pick up your brush. So, we're gonna start a little earlier, I think, from now on, so that she can join us with the chaos and the fun, and also so that Matt doesn't have to stay up till like 2 or 3 a.m. Why are we not staying up late tonight, Saya? Because why? What's tomorrow?
Party!
That's right. Whose party?
My party!
And why do you have a party?
Because it's almost my birthday in 3 days.
Yeah. Alright, so these are all the colors we're going to use, okay, guys?
I'm just making it weird.
I'm glad you guys like your minis. It makes me happy, even though now I have to paint a whole new set for Thursday. Alright, we won't talk about it. Saya, please don't, be careful not to knock them over, though, okay?
Mom,
All right.
am I doing this for the body or the eyes?
For whatever you want.
No,
I don't know. I'm going to paint this guy who seems a little dark. Let me turn him up a little bit light-wise here for you guys. That better? That's better. This is an ethereal wolf.
Oh, I want to paint him.
But I want to paint him.
I want to paint him.
All right, fine. I'll paint one of the other beasts.
He's gonna murder you.
Yeah, he might. You never know.
Oh
yeah, I need to still make a rock character. I have not gotten that far because hey, don't be ratting me out, Giambalo. No, bad daddy, bad. You're such an why are you never on my side?
I'm sometimes.
Anyways, we're gonna, yeah, I still need to make my rock character. I haven't gotten that far. I haven't looked at anything. I've had horrible migraines all week, guys. So I'm a little behind on all of my painting. So, you know, good times.
He just squished me.
He just squished you?
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, it's okay. He's all right. So let's do our recap. No double birthday hype. Look, I'm still mad the little monster didn't want to be born on my birthday and made me wait extra. Yeah, that's right. That's right, little monster. Next week we'll start with Friday, and we'll recap whatever happens on Friday of this week. But
demon.
oh, quick recap on Friday from last week is that they just found out things are being sabotaged, and they are rushing home to Hupperduke to try to figure out what's been happening there. Okay, so Saturday they hung out some more in Singorn.
Puff. Do you guys like him?
Good job, Saya.
He's gone.
He's gorgeous. He is very pretty, baby.
Is this just like the other ones?
Yeah, whatever way you want to color them, because they're ethereal beasts. So you know, pinks and blues and reds and purples. Okay, so they we learned a lot of lore about how the Fae and the real realm are connected and why it's so important to go back and save the Feywild, because that is our form of happiness in the true world kind of thing. There's a connection there, and it's super, like, I mean, there's been incursions before, and those have been bad, but a full-out takeover has never happened, so that's, like, really bad, and we really need to, like, fix that quickly. You know, Fae equals hope, but yeah, so we're doing some...
Look how good I'm doing.
You're doing phenomenal, my love. So you're doing some, I'm ignoring all the birthday comments. I'm gonna murder everyone. Oh wait, I did that last night. Spoilers! Anyways, so, we did some... You don't want to paint anymore? Okay, why don't you and your brother go hang out in my back room then?
Come on, Zeke.
Give me some room to paint.
I'm gonna...
Thank you. Go with him. Let him play on my phone. Okay. So, yeah, now that I actually have some room to move over. Oh my gosh. Hey, look, now I'm not squished in a corner. Okay. I'm a goof today, guys. Okay. So we're doing some investigation, we're doing some exploring, we're trying to figure out where to get all of these different things that we need to these relics of the Fae Quartz. I can't remember the right word, so I'm using relics. I know that's not the right word. It's fine. We're trying to figure out where things are located so that we can get them all gathered up. I did think my... Hi, baby. Ooh, salmon.
It's for you.
I got food. Well, it smells delicious, man. I have nowhere to put it. I'm gonna put it on my thigh. Okay. This is why thick girls are the best. We can balance plates on our thighs. Vestiges, thank you. They're vestiges. So we did some exploring, and we're going into some cave-like areas. And I gotta say, my favorite part of the entire episode Saturday is Tahiri going, wait, no exhaustion? Because it's been so long since you guys have rolled without exhaustion. That was hilarious. So that was awesome. And then Rengar versus the bear trap. I'm sorry. The bear traps were horrible, guys. You got stuck in so many bear traps on Saturday. It was bad. But I love that, like, on Saturday we're kind of entering this, like, dream nightmare realm. It's got a little bit of feel from, like, the Sunday campaigns, except that it's, like, more realistic dreams almost, more realistic nightmares almost. Like, it's not memories of the past, it's, like, it's almost, yeah, it's more like how your brain would react to, like, dreams and memories. Yes, that is true. Fire Squirrel was clutch in that area. So I love the dream sequences things that we got going on. I love also that it allows me to come up with some new creepy creatures, which I'm not going to paint today because they're creepy and I like them. That is true, Kellen. Yeah. Kellen and the bear trap was funny. Okay. So that's Saturday. We're exploring some dreams, trying to figure out how everything's related. I'm gonna take another bite of the salmon because it is delicious. FYI, Matt is a really good cook. Me? No. Matt? Yes. Okay. Sunday, number 1. The Night Seer Sage. Let's play 20 questions. That was funny. I love the Night Seer Sage's responses to you guys when it's all like, but chaos is fun. And referring to you guys as little sparks and you being like, speak for yourself. And getting all frustrated with them. That was funny. I love the annoyance that like was read on half of you guys' faces when the Night Seer Sage basically told you that you have to go back to the beginning. Everyone was like, son of a bitch, we could have just stayed there. Yep, and I agree with when he told you had to kill Cassismere, and I love that Gorgo was like, well, how are they gonna do that? Well, yeah, that's right, Gorgo. You know what's up. God, I really like these guys. I don't know if you guys can see these. These are amazing. They're just creepy and ethereal. They're supposed to be sharks because that's how they describe the beasts. But I saw these suckers and I was like, these are amazing. Ooh, pizza. Salmon's better. It's delicious. And I never liked fish until like Matt started cooking fish, so I don't know what that says. And then what was I gonna say? Oh, you guys discussing like how to get out of the city, and that went on for like ever. And you guys had some really good ideas on how to do it. But then like because it's like this stupid place, and we're all like, something bad's gonna happen. We can't just leave the city. And then of course, you know, the light hunters. Ah, yes, the death light. And Lamartus is adorable, which I thought was funny, was when the Night Seer Sage was like, oh, you're adorable to Lamartus, because he was like already knowing the Light Seer Sage, the Light Hunters were coming. I feel like Lamartus gets crapped on so much in these episodes by like NPCs, and it's always funny. Either he's like being hit on actively, or they're like, oh, you're so cute and naive, and it's funny every time, and I don't know why. Might just be how you play it. So then, yeah, we checked in on Lily. We made some more skellies. Hey, but this time when we made skellies, we were already actively trying to leave the city. We weren't getting kicked out, so works for us, I think. And then, oh, I loved the running gag with Yamlin all episode about the undead being gross. And like every time something touched her that was undead, or anytime anything undead was made, the sounds. Very well played. I love that. Sundays are so hard to recap because I can't say certain things because like sometimes you guys are ahead of one group and then sometimes the other group's ahead of you guys, and so I'm always like, I gotta be real careful. Like I have pictures from Sunday part 2 last week, which I didn't post because I want to keep it a secret for Sunday part 1. You guys are, it's so hard to like recap those 2 days because I don't want to give away too much, because I don't want to like spoil anything, because I really do. I like the whole saga that you guys got going through this. I have paint all over my hands, guys, and that was probably in my hair, but that's okay. You guys did escape the Light Hunters for a little bit with lots of radiant damage. That was or distraction. That was good. I loved when the Riven Riders came up and Gorgo like tried to eat them. That was amazing. The flying gorillas to move horses. Was not thinking of that one. That was good. Vamps are annoying. Yep. Oh. Another Yamlin moment. When you guys are fighting the vamps and she was just so over it that she just grabbed it by the face. And all I'm imagining is this huge, like older sibling and the younger sibling trying to hit them, and you just put your hand on top of their head and they're like, ah, at you. That's all I was imagining. Amazing. And then, guys, are we gonna say Peskel or is Peskel dinner? I'm just curious because, like, pretty sure he's still being dragged away. So you might want to check on Peskel. Just saying. Okay, so Sunday part 2. So I'm sorry. Not sorry at all for all the chaos I caused on Sunday. Kat had to go bye-bye. So Kat disappeared. And in Kat's space was, Elgin, who I played very briefly. Whoops! Here's the thing, guys. Matt is very nice to me when he lets me jump in on a campaign because, like I say, I make all these stupid things. So, like, I know what you're gonna fight, and I know some of the mechanics because I need to know some of the mechanics. I do not know all the mechanics. So you guys went up against the Rainbow Gate, which was cool. And it was like, you know, Code Lacone. Oh, we'll do this. And, like, we got this. And we got this. And then, like, we get to, the one that needs, like, wind. First of all, he gave Elgin an intelligence of 10. So I got to play dumb. She dumb. I'm sorry. But I helped out with that. And then, like, you had to do the one that, like, was a transport. And the scroll failed. And I was terrified that Blanche was going to try to do her shadow step through it. And I was like, I don't know if that's going to work or not. And I was like, rather than a main character. Okay, 10 is stupid for my family. Yes, it's average. But I get to play it stupid because I live with someone who's got like a 20 intelligence. And then the buffs on top of it, I'm not adding for Matt. Let's just say he's above 20. So, I was terrified Blanche was going to do it. And I was like, well, Eldrin is dumb enough that she will try it. Because I didn't know if it would work or not. It did not work. I failed a lot of con saves. I know where Elgin is. Nobody else does. Yeah, so jumping through portals when you don't know what's going to happen, not the brightest of ideas, okay? Not at all. But you guys ran through them all. Got a lot of damage. You got restrained and blinded, and we were terrified for Remy because the blind went away. But he didn't disappear, so that was good. And then, like, he passed the most important con check, or whatever check it was, and he did not turn to stone. I was terrified that would happen. And then, oh my gosh. Like, when the Light Hunters attacked again, I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then, like, people went down, and then people went up again, and then people went down again, and oh my gosh, you guys were driving me crazy. And then, like, you got to the next room, and I don't want to spoil it for the other group, because I know they're not there yet, but it was like, what the... Two kids in the back room can't use words. And you guys were like, you split up the party, which you kind of had to do, kind of didn't have to do. Anyways, terrifying. You made it through it. All I gotta say is now Remy is the Lord of the Moss. And now we have a whole bunch of pathways to choose from on that campaign. So I'm excited. You guys did a lot of really good, like, I thought, oh no, we're screwed moments. And then you powered through them, which was amazing, especially being down players, and then, you know, your support player that jumped in being poofed away. Yes, Anastasia was the MVP with her little shoving everything. Oh, yeah, amazing. I wanted you all to get mounts though, and only Remy got a mount. But still, total cool. Can't wait to see which path you guys choose on that one. And then we'll go from there. I like how he turned out. I got 2 more. Okay. Whew. Stressful. Monday the 10 a.m. was, is going to be Pirates. We are starting this week with Pirates. The Fables Pirates, which is what is with my hair today? Whew. Um, it's the Astral Sea Pirates. So I am working on a whole bunch of new things. Matt bought me a couple new set toys. I am really looking forward to the set designs in Fables. The new one coming up. The characters. I have to still paint characters, but I love the uniqueness of the characters. They're amazing. I'm really looking forward to you guys starting that game. Then the 5 p.m. game. Matt announced it last week. It is Masks. We had Planning 101 for the superheroes this week. That also should start this week. So, excited about that. I briefly have been looking through, guys, because I don't want to know too much. I like to be surprised too, especially on ones that I don't have to design things for, because then I actually get to be surprised. Briefly scrolling through, you guys are ridiculously on the world building, and I love it. I can't wait to see how that's going to develop, and I love like the little tidbits I've been gathering here and there about like the villain stories and the hero stories, and looks amazing. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to jump in on that. And then, oh, Monday. Okay, Monday night. As I am referring to it, the aftermath. So, last Monday, you know, the town got wrecked, and there was a whole bunch of dead kids, and the Ramarasses, and we were trying to figure out what's going on. It was really an amazing, like, rebuilding, and some heartbreak, and, like, how, like, the town was going to deal with, like, what happened, and the darkness of it all. And then, like, I loved Shauna and was it, oh god, the name just went right out of my head. Why did the name just go out of my head? Anyways, I love that, like, I love that they Palin, thank you. Oh my god, my brain just went, thank you. Palin, I love that they're, like, dissecting of the Ramarass and not just being for the parts. Like, it's cool you got some parts out of it and stuff that you can use, but I love that there was this, like, checking it to see why it was more intelligent, why it was almost human-like and it's fighting when usually they're not. It was an amazing, like, way to, like, describe and try to figure things out instead of just being like, well, out of character. Like, I love when you guys use your character stats in a way to be like, this doesn't make sense. Let me see if I can find a logical reason behind it. It was great. That was amazing. I love the little throwback to Shauna being a teacher and how that was mentioned. And yeah, like Shauna being in trouble with the former housekeeper. But hey, like I said, at least you didn't get stabbed or smacked through the letter, which, let's be honest, Tabis would have found a way to do. I also now know that Ramarass tastes like lobster, so that's a bit of knowledge I didn't need. I love the whole delivery guy for Shauna, like, when like Shauna was still hiding and like, and so he's like, no, I can take it for Shauna. He's like, did you eat Shauna? Are you now Shauna? Like, and all I'm thinking is, what kind of diets does this guy think you have? So that was funny. And then, I loved when you guys finally got into the cave and it was all like, there's a badger army. And I was like, let's fight the badger army. Let's fight the badger army. Not today, but soon. Yes. I loved when you came across this giant lake and your response to it was, you know what, let's just, one of us will just jump into it. And then it's bad water. Where's our Shauna? And Matt, what the hell's with these names? Trigulath? Trigulath? Whatever. Stop it. I can't take notes on these names. They're too weird. I love that this thing that was possessing Shauna after Shauna went into the water, which is very like 1990s horror, which made me happy anyways. I love that like it called everyone small brains when like I'm pretty sure Monday has some of the higher intelligences than some of the other nights. See my natural 10. But so that was amazing to like to you guys get to like a little slam from like a scary thing. And I love how like the lore about like how like the home was carved up and how like the thing will trade you for knowledge and like how um like it was just a really cool like I had a whole battle. I had a couple battles set up that night and you guys skipped like all of them, which was amazing. But I loved that you guys talked it out and figured out what was going on without like resorting to like we're just gonna power through this and beat the crap out of it. um so that was cool. And then so breaking the crystals, which was terrifying because like the damage that could be done if you got it wrong, we could have had another TPK this week basically. But you guys got it right, and so you like went about breaking it and freeing this creature's home. And like it was cool to see like we're freeing this terrifying, those tiefling like collar makers. I'm kind of convinced Esme is too. I feel like there's something shady in Esme's past. You don't have to, say if I'm right or not, but you're just too good. She's too like wholesome. There's something shady that happened there. Sorry. I love that you freed a terrifying sea monster, and we're all like, well, it's just in a day's work. We just freed this horrifying thing. It's all good. It's fine. It's totally fine. And then like I love that like you figure out like the Ramarasses were attacking the village because of this like lake being closed off, which is their natural feeding source. So like, but then like finding out like this feeding source because of this monster is all like imbued, just like the platinum, and how like all of that is like transferring knowledge through these collars, and how like you're stealing them from one people and putting them in other people, and you're using people to control them all. And I love that Esme was like, well, it's Palin's promise, not mine. That was funny. I love that like after you decide like, you know what, we're gonna try to figure this out, and then like that they're aware of the Slayer's cake, and that like that you guys are a threat. I love that because it's like it's almost been like building up to this where it's like, we do these little missions, but we keep doing missions and we keep like kind of making a name for ourselves without meaning to make a name for ourselves. And so like, so now you're at this point where you're just like, we are what we are, and they're like, they recognize that as a threat. I love that. I'm terrified by the fact that they kept referring to it as an army. I love that Palin's new BFF is Aboleth. Because that's just wrong. I love that, like, after you find out all about these multiple things, and then you're like, okay, we'll leave the cave. And then there's, like, the horned creatures with the collars, and they're like, stop looking for us. La, 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 la. I can't do it as deep as Matt does it, guys, so I'm just gonna mimic it. And then, like, everyone's all like, yeah, no, we're done, we're good, yeah, bye. I'm so surprised you guys did not have to do a group deception check, because you're all liars. I don't like how the collars are not only getting, like, more powerful, but how now they're, like, being embedded into the necks. It just keeps getting darker, which, like, makes sense, but I don't like it, because now I want to go beat up the dude who's making these. And then, like, another scrying, and, like, the bad tiefling, which was amazing. I love the richness of Matt's villains. I think I've said this before. I love that none of his villains are like one-dimensional. There are always like a reason behind them and a darkness behind them, and that makes me happy because nobody likes badly written villains or badly written fantasy. Well, some people do. That's why Twilight's a series. Don't hate me. Twilight is horrible. I wish I had all those hours back in my life, but that's what happens when you're married to a youth pastor and you have to read the book that all the girls are talking about, and then you're like, oh God, make it stop. That's my rant for Twilight. Look, I read all of them. And I want that time back. And I want someone to go up to whatever the hell her name is, Myers, and beat her over the head and tell her that foreshadowing does not mean that you need to literally take a giant stick and beat someone with something that's going to come up later. Because, dear God. Now I'm over it with my rant. Twilight is a horrible, horrible series. Come at me. I don't care. Where was I? Oh, yes. So we left off on Monday with a whole bunch of decisions and choices as to where we're going to go. Or where we could go. So that's cool. And we got like some paths to follow because now we know there's like multiple places making these. Yeah, you put away your fan fiction. Actually, the fan fiction is probably better than the actual Twilight, which is sad. Anyways, we'll stop dunking on Twilight, I swear. Just not today. Come on, I want to see a fan fiction of like the Winchesters or Buffy versus Twilight. How fast will Twilight die? Okay. Or even just Blade. Let's just throw Blade in there and let him go. Okay. Let's move on to Tuesday before I get this whole channel banned by Twilight fans. Okay, so Tuesday, I love that we got a lore drop on the Winter Cloak, and I love the description of the Winter Battle. That was cool. I love that Shiny's getting to, like, kind of figure out his place in things and, like, how things are, like, connected. That's pretty cool. I think I want to redo some of these with some more blue. I don't think there's enough blue on these guys. So that was really awesome. I love the planning and the whole, like, conversation where Tuesday was trying to explain to the few Wednesday players that jumped on about like what was going on with Iduck, and like every time they would say something, I just kept looking over at Paul, who plays Tonk, and his face would be like, what? I'm sorry, what? No, what? They're talking to Krakens? Yeah, no, we know about those. We may have left all those Krakens to be born, and now they're like teaming up with Iduck. No, that's totally fine, guys. We knew about that. Dope. And then like when it's like, oh, Iduck's other selves, and Tonk's like, what? Wait, what? And like Tuesday being like, we've already created one great worm. What's the problem? Let's create another big bad. Sorry. And I love the whole, like, when you guys were going to try to, like, sneak over to the island, I love that you figured out that, yes, these are two vastly powerful ships, but they are vastly different in how they work and what their power levels really do. So that's kind of cool, because I like, I know you guys thought, like, for a hot second, you're all like, oh, they're pretty similar, and then you're like, oh, wait, that's different. Oh, our ship doesn't do it that way. So that was cool. And then meeting Iduck. Well, first of all, meeting Steve. We'll get back to Steve. I love Steve. Meeting Iduck and him being like, I can use your powers. That was kind of terrifying and amazing. And like working with him to get like all the Iducks together so that you can like have a plan with him where he can help you guys do the Darktoe battle. And then like I absolutely adored the fact that you were terrified that you were going to have to fight Kira. Out of character knowledge, because Matt talked about like you gotta fight the Keepers of the Plains. And it was like the private chat was like, oh no, are we gonna fight Kira and her team? And I was like, oh, that would have been funny. But no. Yeah, no, an Astral Dreadnought was worse. I do like that the Astral Dreadnought equals very warm water. The peeing in the water joke did not get old at all on Tuesday. Astral Dreadnoughts, man, that was a hard battle, and I really liked how you guys handled it, because like the anti-magic, that was difficult, and like that was another night where like I really like you guys were like so close to all going down at points and then like whipping out victory at the end. That was amazing. That was a really good fight. It was a long fight, but it was a good fight. Yeah, I noticed that when you guys were freaking out. You were thinking it was the Blue Rose Society you had to fight, which would have been funny, but no, it wasn't the Blue Rose Society at all. I'm done painting, so I'm just gonna eat my salmon and keep talking. Here, you can watch my salmon. So that was amazing. And then, oh, Cal's now known as the Killer of Gods. Not a bad thing to be known as. The Dreadnought went down. We got Cal back up. We got Magic back. We got Heals out. But Idoct is an island. Wrong thing. It was when you were. Oh no, I'm sorry. You not Killer of Gods. That's a different one. My bad. I got confused. It's the next night that you're known as a Killer of God. Matt used it as a term on Wednesday night. I just got my nights confused. Yes, he called you a Killer of Gods because you killed that angel dude. But no, Cal went off God knows where. When you got teleported to God knows where. That was terrifying. I don't know what's with you pirates and like getting teleported to other planes of existence and what's up with that? But Idoct is now an island. And that's where we left off on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday. The recapping with the other players was nutters and hilarious. I loved all the planning. And all hail Steve. Okay, so Steve is basically buff Squidsworth, as you guys keep referring to him. But I love that it's like, crack this and we will come and destroy the ships. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then like you guys were like, okay, we're gonna go and we're gonna teleport to these trees and we're gonna take care of them. We're gonna get our sunstone back. Why did you guys let Jajal be in charge of things? Cause like, I can teleport to this place I see and be fine. No, that's too easy. I'm gonna try to teleport to a place I can't see right now. And y'all took 50 damage each. Ridiculous. I hated that the squirrels referred to the trees as the bought ones. That made me like angry almost instantaneously. So well done, Matt. And then like when you guys finally found them and they were being harvested. I love that you guys are like, maybe they signed up for this. Maybe they signed up for this. Let's communicate with them and find out. And they were like, nah, we want help. And it was like, all right, that's it. We're done. And to quote Tonk, just blank everyone on that side. Again, I have kids in the back room. I can't use the words I normally would use. And then like for Wednesday, you guys should just rename the whole Wild Bloom. I understood it when he called them the bought ones because, like a lot of, old propaganda literature and stuff wouldn't refer to slaves as slaves. They would refer to them as bought ones or property. So I kind of caught that reference and I was like, oh, no. I don't like this. Because I knew they meant they were enslaved in some way or another, which I did not like. Anyways, no, we need to rename the Wild Bloom just Friendly Fire and just leave it at that. I love that the angel dude told you all to strip and they were all like, you all were like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna succeed on this and not. I love that Simon being charmed equals Simon sitting down and chilling. Yeah, not a single person stripped. That was the funniest part, is because that's such a powerful spell, and for it to have failed on everyone was amazing. And then really good salmon. I do like the seatbelt. Cal shot the stupid angel out of the sky, which was good. I like Thola went down at one point. Tonk was at like 1 HP at one point. I think like Nalan was at 1 OP at one point. Let me tell you though, silence plus poison bush plus plant growth is OP, and it was such an amazing combination. That worked so well. I love that the Ents woke up and when they were ready to rumble. The boots actually worked for Simon for once. That was amazing. And then he rolled crap damage, and I was so sad for him. I love that Nyland saved Cal so he could see his dad. It was so cute. And then Caldrum is now the killer of God, which I think from now on, I'm just going to refer to Caldrum as the killer of God, because that's a great title. I love that Thola protected Nyland, and then like Simon went down, and then Jajal went down, and oh, you guys were giving me a heart attack with how many people kept going down and up. And I love that the Trents, because I told Matt I made like 10 Treants, because like you guys said you wanted to play with them, and I was like, look, if you're gonna like take something that was hanging out with Gaius and put it on an island, there's gonna be more than one of them. So I love that like Matt brought in all the other ones to attack. The Dryads were pissed to the point of like knocking off one of their jaws, which was amazing. And Tonk got his first bush kill, which led to way too many jokes, and someone needs to splice those all together. Beacon of Hope, one of my favorite spells, went out. And then the Ents just got to kill a whole bunch of people, which was awesome. And everybody lived! Yay! Even though it was barely. They barely lived. It's okay. They lived. Wednesday was wild. Alright. The night everybody wants to talk about and nobody wants to think about. Thursday night. Sink or Swim was the title. And I will say beforehand, there was a whole conversation about the possibility of death happening. And there wasn't going to be any, like, fake save or anything like that. There wasn't going to be, like, well, if we get too far into this, maybe we can find Matt, like, Ex Machina us out of here. Nope. Y'all knew what you're getting into. And I love you. First of all, balls. Rowan, you got balls. I don't know if you guys remember or not. Inside the pyramid where they're fighting, if you cast any spell lower than 5, you have to roll or you'll take damage. Rowan had 1 health point and decided to try to heal himself, and which meant if he had failed that roll, he would have been dead. Balls, Rowan. Brass balls. Beautiful. Yes, you guys did request no Ex Machina. And I agree. I think it's not fun to, like, have someone save you. Like, and like Matt said, it's unfair, that's one thing, but it was fair. You guys were almost all there. Your healer was there. Like, because, like, Matt will throw in a healer if you guys don't have a healer, because that's not fair to go into a temple. But I love that you guys are willing and know that it's cool and it might happen. I love that you guys were like, okay, we'll break the statues and we're gonna hide in this room. I loved Barrick refusing to go into the room until the statues are down, because he's like, if I paralyze, the banish goes away, and great, we're screwed, because this big scarab dude will come back. What, you guys got 1 statue down, and I was like, yes, they got this. And then it was like all the curse words I could think of, because both Rowan and Hellebrum got paralyzed, and then Evelina went down, and Barrick had 3 levels of exhaustion. And And I was like, oh, this is not good. This is not good. But it's okay, because Mowage saved Evelina that time. With Hellebrom, and then like you got 3 of the statues down, and you were like, yeah, we got this, we're gonna do this. And then like you're trying to get the trap door open, and you're hitting it super hard, and you guys were coming, and you had it, and you were like, we can do this. And you needed to roll a 44 to survive, and I rolled an 84. Everybody died, and I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry, because it was beautiful, and I loved like the ending where Evelina's like trying to protect Amelia, and Hellebrum's thinking about the past, and instead of like dwelling on the person that he used to love, he's thinking about his baby, and it was so sweet. And then Rowan being like the optimistic pessimist, being like, no, we can save this, there's still hope. And he's like grabbing the potion, and he's like, no, you like take it, Hellebrum, survive. And Hellebrum's response is to give it to Amelia and let Amelia survive, which was. And then Rowan cries and embraces them, and you knew everyone was gonna die because Evelina actually accepted the embrace. And then Beric was thinking on his family and his friends, and he embraced them. And then, like, even Captain Mordecai thinking about, like, his old families. Yes, Vera survived. Vera is the only survivor of this night. Well, Mike died in the future. I think Mike technically might still be alive in present day. I don't know how that one works. I don't know how that works. Theo's still alive. How do you feel about that? I'm not okay with that. Well, that's neither here nor there. Okay. So, and then like Captain Mordecai growing all big and trying to shield you guys, and it all like collapsed. And then the PK watching it and him being like, "Hail Captain Mordecai," and the spark. And now like it's a rallying cry in this upcoming battle. And I'm like, and that's a problem. Like, PK is actually a good pirate, and he's also a good on-a-way leader. He's just gone too far at this point. But like he does like see the sacrifice and like respect it and honor it. But like, ooh, y'all mad that he does rolling cry. I think it's hilarious because he doesn't know all the chaos that you guys did is because of you guys. So screw you, Plank King. And then, like, I loved after we pull away from that, where, like, you get to see, like, the blue crystals that have Evelina's and Rowan's names and how they go out. And, like, Bingles cries about it and, like, swears. And then you got Mama and Kira crying blood. I love that. And, like, Mama better never find out what happened, because I think Mama would go on and take the Plant King, and I think she could win. Just saying. Righteous anger. It is why he's a great villain. And then, like, the 2 scientists up in the roast morning, and it was just, like, I loved that. And I loved how, like, because, like, this group in particular does, like, you always seemed like you were always having fun and being smartasses, and, like, you did what you had to do, but you, like, I don't think any of you realized the impact you were having when you were doing the things. So it's cool to see how, like, it all connected in all these different places. Yeah, the Mama hit me hard too. I don't want to talk about that. And then, like, way far off, the Sadar woman, who's like, Kevin lies buried, his owner is dead. And I was like, oh dear God, Saturday is gonna come over to Darktoe. Not to fight during Darktoe. I mean, they're just gonna pick through the rubble later on. Amazing. It was such a good, like, I love and appreciate you guys allowing it to happen, because I feel like there's so many people who would get mad about it, and I love that you guys are like, no, it's fair, we knew what we were getting into and we did it. And I love that you don't beep and complain afterwards. Yeah, that's exactly what Saturday would do. Just walk over, pick it up, and be like, nah, I'm good, I don't need to get involved in this, bye. But I love that you guys allow the dice to tell the story, and you don't try to metagame it or try to, like, fix it. Anyways, I love it. Everyone wants Rowan's pants. Man, those pants have so much money in them. So much money in them. I'm just kind of hoping that when everything crashed and burned, that relic you found broke. A lot. On the plus side, the Plant King is distracted right now with like, you know, a giant sea turtle and, you know, so that they might not have time to go in and check out that pyramid right now. So yeah, so Thursday ended there. They are in talks of a new campaign, a new where they're gonna start and all that. I will say that where you're starting, I love because it has one of my favorite shopkeeps is on that island. So I can't wait. Like I said, I'm gonna treasure the boost the hell out of Thursday because yeah, I'm saving my points for it because I love and appreciate that you guys let the dice tell the story. Yeah, and that's all I got. I'm finished painting. I'm gonna eat my dinner, and I'm gonna jump on to Friday, and we'll do this all again. I think we're gonna start. Yeah, I think we're gonna start doing the art department earlier because it's less of a stress on everyone involved. So let me yell out and tell them. Hold on. Baby, I'm done. Okay. So yeah, a whole bunch of new campaigns coming up this week. Oh, Thursday's not going to be new this week. They're going to do a one-shot because we were still missing some characters. The new campaign for Thursday will be the following week, which is great because I have so many minis to paint, guys. It gives me a week break. And I just had to rebuild a printer. So, thank you guys. Thank you for letting us do this stupidity. I'm glad you all are getting your gifts in the mail. Yeah. We'll see you all next week for more death and destruction. Yay!